Failure is your biggest superpower. If you're a sales rep or a recruiter looking to consistently make money online through high-ticket closing, or you're a closer looking to up your skills tenfold, this video is for you. A common misconception is that failure is bad. Or you might even think that failure is good, but I'm here to tell you, you are making the same mistake twice. Now, before you click off this video and say, no, Nico, I learned from my mistakes, I want you to look back at your actions, at all the goals that you set for yourself. And I want you to not externalize, I want you to look at them in depth and try and understand and try and see if you made the same mistake twice. Because likelihood is you did, because you were not approaching failure with a plan. You were just saying, oh, that didn't work. Okay, on to the next thing, okay? And in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can turn failure into your superpower so that you don't have to deal with making the same mistake twice and those demons in your head or whatever, okay? So that you can start consistently making money online through high-ticket closing. Because this is a huge part of the Enigma mindset. Now, the first thing to understand is how we spot failure, okay? The way that I do it now is I look at every single goal that I've set for myself for the past 6 months or 12 months. And because the way that I go about achieving my goals is I create a plan of actions that I'm going to take. So if I haven't achieved my goal, I look back at all those actions and I try and understand, was it my approach that didn't get me to my goal? Was it my strategy? And I dig deeper to find out why I didn't achieve my goal. And it's all about looking at your actions that you took to get to failure, basically, and try and understand it. And the next thing, which is super important, is you cannot externalize, okay? You need to internalize. Everything that has happened, every action, every failure is yours. You gotta own it. Because look, I used to blame absolutely everything, every failure on others, on things out of my control, whatever. And it's normal, right? It's human nature because we don't want to be told that we're wrong. We don't want to be in pain. It's normal, okay? So you got to get rid of that though, because it's not going to serve you. You need to internalize it. You need to look at your actions. You need to understand and see everything that you've done, and every failure point, it is your fault and it's your responsibility. And the beauty of that is that the way you get out of it, it's all up to you, right? Because if you externalize things, that means that you're hoping that, an external factor is going to allow you to consistently make money online. No, it's all about you. It's about internalizing absolutely every little detail of your life. So for example, if I didn't close a deal, it's not because of the lead quality, right? It's because of my sales framework. It's because of the way I handled the objection. I have to look at myself. Instead of blaming things around me, look at myself. Why didn't I close this lead? Because the thing is, you have to think to yourself, what could I have done differently? And this shift in your mindset is going to completely transform your opportunity of achieving success. Because achieving success is not easy at all. But the only way that you're actually really well and truly going to do it is by internalizing and holding yourself accountable for absolutely everything. So now that you have spotted the failure, right, you know exactly what went wrong, you have held yourself accountability for that, which, like I said, means that you are the solution to fixing the problem. It's time to strategize a plan to solve this problem, solve this failure, and make sure that it doesn't happen again. So we break down what went wrong and we create a new action to fix it, which I like to call a test action. So for example, as a closer, if you're struggling to overcome the I need to speak to my partner objection, then the plan is incredibly simple. You need to strategize and create a script and framework that you're going to follow on your next calls where you're going to get those objections. You need to make sure that you are creating a clear goal for the test action. So in this case, what we're trying to do is the failure we have is overcoming the partner objection. The test action we're going to try to solve this is by creating a framework and sticking to it. And the goal that we're looking for is to overcome this objection and to get into the fear and the logistics of the objection. And this is so important because this is how we're going to measure if it's working or not. And we're going to keep track of this on a spreadsheet or something. And this is so important because it's going to allow us to measure the progress. And when we review our calls, we're going to be able to really see if we're making a clear improvement. again, the framework I've given you, it doesn't just need to be in closing, it can be for anything. It could be for why you're not achieving your 5 kilometer time that you want to be doing when you're running. It could be when you're playing tennis. It could literally be when you're trying to pick up girls, like whatever, okay? Just, it's how you approach failure. You need a test action, you need to create a process and a framework, and you need to set a clear goal that you're looking to achieve, and then review and review and review and make sure that you are able to track it. Okay, it's super important. So now that we have the test action, we have set the clear goal, and we have a clear way of tracking the progress of us being able to handle the partner objection, now we can actually start to find out and learn information that's going to allow us to create this script, and we're going to be able to create it, and we're going to be able to implement it into our framework in our sales calls. And it's so important here that we set aside time in our calendar so that we can review the work and the test action that we are doing to make sure that we're making progress. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're looking to do here. We don't want to make the same mistake twice. A lot of what I've spoken about in today's video entails that you have the Enigma mindset. So if you want a checklist on how you can implement it for yourself, or you want to work one-on-one with myself and my business partner Dan, then check the link in the description, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.